Hey, what's up, and welcome back to Age 40 Years. My name is Greg, and today we got a little bit of an upgrade on the audio, so we'll see how this works out. But I was gifted a microphone from my good friend Phil. Apologies if you can hear the thunder in the background, there's a storm moving in. My good friend Phil gave me a microphone to try. He said he works for an audio company called Shure, Shure. Said my audio wasn't good enough. I've got another friend that plays in a band that said I needed an audio upgrade. So got an audio upgrade. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to audio, so I'm not even sure that this recording is actually using the microphone they gave me. So we'll find out, or that he gave me. So we'll find out. But today, let's go ahead and get started. I've been gone for a little while. I've done a couple shorts while on vacation, and then just had a lot going on, so I haven't gotten back to another tasting. But I was able to come across this bottle. Actually, it was gifted to me by a friend that wanted me to try it. I had not been able to find it. Coincidentally, though, right after I found it, I got a call from, or right after I received it, I got a call from Tina at Clyde's that they had it. And I also saw it in the ABC store up in North Carolina when I was up there for work. So they're making their way out, and I wanted to try it. Now, for reference, for Wild Turkey, just in general, really like a lot of their stuff. I don't drink the 101 very frequently, so if that's a knock against me or in my favor for this review, great, or not great. I really like Rare Breed. I really liked the 70th anniversary release last year. I went through 2 bottles of that. I thought that was just delicious. In fact, I wish I could find another one. So if anybody's got one out there that you're wanting to part with, just let me know. But I was excited when they decided to bring 101 out at an 8-year statement. This has been for export in the past, but not really available in the US. So this is something new this year. I don't know if it's a reflection of demand slowing down or just that they have more product. I'm not really sure. I think for an 8-year product, $45 is a good MSRP. That's what I would have paid for it if it wasn't gifted to me at the ABC store up in North Carolina. But that being said, let's go ahead and give it a try, see what I think, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on what we got here. Just a reminder before we get going though, if you would like, subscribe, comment on the video, that would really help me. That helps me determine what to do next. I also am looking forward to doing a blind soon again. Haven't done one in a while. So let's try with the nose. Well, right out of the gate, and I think, okay, a lot of vanilla in there, a little bit of citrus, which I think is pretty typical with Wild Turkey. Maybe 101. I honestly have not tried 101 in a long time. I think the last time was college when my buddy Mike and I did a shot of it at Jake's at Purdue. A terrible choice. But I think you get a little bit of citrus there. Definitely more oak than I think I was expecting. Even other products that are 8 years or maybe even a little bit more, I don't really get that much oak. I think typically when you get into that 11, 12, 13-ish, you get more oak on it. Maybe it's also that it's a little bit higher proof than some of those, and I think of like an Eagle Rare, right? Eagle Rare is 10 year, but it's a 90 proof whiskey. So this being 101 and also being aged 8 years, maybe that's why a little bit more of that oak's coming through than you would get on like a Eagle Rare or a Russell's 10 maybe. Definitely a lot of vanilla, more oak than I expected. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of Bardstown's Origin series a little bit. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Well, I get toffee flavor right away, which I don't normally pick up, but there's toffee, there's cinnamon. It's kind of spicy. This kind of surprised me. The thing about the 70th last year was it was so smooth and just like real vanilla-y, real good mouthfeel, real coating. This one, oddly enough, tastes a little bit thinner to me. I think that that toffee flavor is good, but it's kind of like a off toffee flavor, and then mixed with cinnamon, and then mixed with that oak. It's not bad. Like I don't necessarily dislike it, but I'm gonna go back one more time. That's how you know I mean, if you're not trying it a couple times, what the hell are you doing? So let's give it another go. I don't know if you can see the clouds out here, but it's looking like it's about to get nasty outside. We're supposed to go to a baseball game tonight. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, same. That didn't change at all. So oak, toffee, cinnamon in it. There's a spice there. I don't know if that's maybe an allspice, a baking spice. I think it's more allspicey than it is baking spice. On the finish, it's got the hug hangs on for a little while. That's good. I like that. The 101 proof definitely helps it pull through a little bit more. But I just wouldn't say it's very smooth. It's kind of acidic on the back end, which is a strange way of describing the finish. But it kind of almost feels like I'm getting not like the typical hug or that you get from bourbon, but almost like mild heartburn instead of a hug. So I don't know about that. I can't say that I'm loving that right now. I think honestly, I came into this pretty excited. I really considered buying a backup bottle, and I don't really know what to think about this. I know it's been getting some medium reviews. Maybe I've read a few. I've also read some positive ones though. So the things people said in the positive ones are more of what I typically like. So I kind of thought that's where I would land, especially with how much I like the 70th anniversary and some of the other products. Even Kentucky Spirit, I like. But this just, I don't think, okay, let's get into it, right? The nose, I think, was pretty good. The palate, an off toffee flavor. I'll go back to the nose real quick. The vanilla in there, the citrus in there, it was a good combination. The oak added a nice little complexity that it doesn't typically have, or that I don't really normally get in a wild turkey. I mean, I can't say for a 101, but even like the 70th, that wasn't there. The interesting thing to me, though, is how acidic that palate to finish is, and I don't really know what's going on there. It's a strange transition. If you recall, I produced a video that was on the 13th Colony finish with maple spirals, and that is one of the most unique transitions from nose to palate to finish that I've ever had. It just keeps getting better. It goes bourbon to a real nice vanilla and like toasted vanilla, toasted marshmallow. This kind of goes the opposite. Starts out good. Starts out vanilla-y, starts out caramely a little bit, starts out oaky, citrusy, but then it just kind of gets acidic on the back end. And honestly, I think that the best of this is smelling. This would make a great candle. I think this would make a great candle. A little bit disappointed. I think the price point might be a little high. I think maybe if it was at maybe a $5 premium to the 101, that would be justifiable, $8. I think this is a little bit more than that. It's probably more in the 10 to 15 range above 101, maybe even more. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't bought 101 in a while. But overall, I like that Wild Turkey is introducing new things, or at least new things into our market. I hope they keep experimenting. I will continue to buy their product. I think they try and price stuff fairly. However, I think this one might be just a touch high. And I think we may end up, if this is a regular release, we'll see this sitting on shelves. This is not one I would say you need to rush out and get. It's not one that I think you need to back up by any means. In this category, what would I buy instead? Well, certainly, I know it's, if you've seen my videos, you know that I like some wheat bourbon. I would buy the Bardstown Origin series over this, including the high wheat. But really, even like the Bottled and Bond Bardstown, which is a wheated Bottled and Bond, I'd get that over this. I would upgrade to Wild Turkey Rare Breed, quite frankly, for the extra money. You're talking what, $8, $9 maybe? I don't know what it is in your market. I'm trying to think about like what else do I have over there. If I'm being honest, I hate to say it, I I'd probably take even just a Shelfer Elijah Craig over this. Just their normal Elijah Craig. To me, that's probably a little bit better option. So yeah, a little bit disappointed. I'll work my way through it over time. Maybe it'll change as it opens up. But yeah, for me, that's my take on it. As always, I'd ask you to please drink responsibly, and cheers.